pausing right here, what, if anything, do we see Mr. Usury Bloody J doing in this freeze frame right here?
Mr. Ushery is throwing that B hand sign that the Bloods use with both hands.
Okay. And we can fast forward to 1 minute and 47 seconds. I'm going to pause. Who is this individual?
That is Micah Anderson.
Okay. And does he have another name in which he goes by?
He does.
And what is that?
Ola Playa.
And is there any significance regarding the Ola Playa?
That's a term for rank or position within sex, money, murder.
All right. And is he holding up any gang signs?
He is.
And what are the gang signs that he's holding up right here?
This is the 2 guns hand sign for sex, money, murder.
All right. I'm going to go to 2 minutes and 1 second. The individual in red, who was that?
Trontavious Stephens.
And we're going to actually play from 2 minutes and 1 second to 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
I don't be sipping, boy. I gotta be quick though.
The individual in the blue cap, do you know who that is?
I do.
Who is that?
It's Mr. Williams.
And what is Mr. Williams wearing?
He's wearing a white and red shirt and a blue baseball hat.
All right.
$1 million niggas, nigga. We real $1 million. $1 million bloods, $1 million goons and shit. 5 times.
Okay. And the individual says we're $1 million niggas, $1 million bloods, black 5 times. Who was that?
That's Mr. Williams.
Okay. And what is black? What does black mean?
It stands for blood love all the time.
And is that the same black that we heard in that video with Trontavious Stephens a little bit earlier today?
It's the same identifier, yes.
Okay. If we can play from 225 to 250.
$1 million niggas, nigga. We real $1 million. $1 million bloods, $1 million goons and shit. 5 times. All my niggas slime, my touch nigga. I bust a nigga out here. I bust a nigga.
Again, is that Micah Anderson?
It is.
All right. And do you hear them in the song talk about slime?
I did.
All right. And based on your experience with YSL and Rock Crew, what is your understanding of slime and what that means?
Slime is a term meaning to do something reprehensible or wrong, being untrustworthy, or someone who would do crime or harm to anyone.
And in there it says cross the nigga out. Does that have any relation to do with that term slime?
It can, yes.
Okay, and why you say it can, what do you mean?
That term generally means to kill someone, to take somebody out. That could certainly happen in the context of being a slimy person or being slime.
Okay. Now we're going to go to about 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
And on my little beats, we get the bells on. Count money till I pass out. Just pass out. The turn, that's what they mad about. Slam, man, cross a nigga eyes. My life full of good pain.
In that section, in that series, did you see any gang identifiers within that series?
I did.
And what did you see?
The very beginning of it, Mr. Williams throws a hand sign. It's a C and a K for Crip Killer.
Now I want to go to 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Nigga come up. I cross a nigga. Nigga slam, I cross a nigga out. I cross a nigga out. I cross a nigga out. Don't nothing beat a double for the truth. Cross a nigga out. Cross a nigga out. Hey. I cross a nigga out. I cross a nigga out. Truthful. No tic-tac-toe. No love for these niggas. No S's and O's. Yes for the O's. Anybody get it? So you know how that go. For the cashes to go.
And we're stopping at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Within that gap from 4:45 to 5:20, did you see either on the front end or in the back any gang symbols within that portion of the video?
I did. Mr. Anderson, I believe, again, was throwing two B hand signs as well as the two guns.
Now we're gonna go all the way to 8 minutes and 24 seconds. Oh, excuse me. Let me go back. I'm sorry, to 6 minutes and 6 seconds. In the background, do you see Mr. Williams?
I do.
And do you see him putting up any gang signs?
I do.
What do you see him putting up?
He's throwing that CK hand sign with both hands, and then he throws that B hand sign with each hand.
Okay. Now let's go to 8 minutes and 24 seconds.
High self-esteem, bitch, you know what that mean? Hold up, though. Ain't no much song like. Tell them what it is. A1 ABG, A1 FBG, A1 ROB, bitch, you know what
So let's okay, so he said A1 ABF, A1 AFB, and ROB. Does that have any significance to you as a gang investigator?
So I believe he actually says A1 ABG, A1 FBG, and A1 ROB.
Okay.
So ABG would be Anybody Get It or Atlanta Blood Gang. FBG is for Free Band Gang, and ROB is for Raised On in Cleveland. But again, as they started associating with the Bloods, they stopped using the letter C in their initials and replaced it with a B.
All right. Now going to, if we're not there, 8 minutes and 52 seconds. Is that Mr. Stephens?
It is.
And is he throwing up any gang signs?
Haven't seen one yet.
Okay.
So what? Let us check out the whole hood out here, nigga. Let us check out the whole hood out here, nigga. Free Mason Ground, nigga. Free BT, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. What the song is, Jay? You shout like hola.
Do you see within this clip any gang identifiers being thrown up by any of the individuals in this video, this portion of the video?
At the beginning of it, Trontavious Stephens throws a B, a 4, and an L for Blood for Life.
Okay. Do you see any of the other symbols of Pistol Pete or any of those within this entire video, this section of the video?
Yeah, there was at least one person who threw up the two guns hand sign.
Now I want to go to 11 minutes and about 11 minutes and 14 seconds.
Nobody's side.
Go back.
I'm playing nobody's side.
The individual in the red hat, can you see him or do we need to play it again?
I can see him.
Do you know who that is?
I do.
Who is that?
That is Donovan Thomas.
Okay. And what year again was this video?
This was, I believe, posted October 30th of 2012.
Right. And are you familiar with Donovan Thomas?
I am,
How are you familiar with Donovan Thomas?
through multiple investigations.
Okay. And to your knowledge, was Donovan Thomas a member of ABG?
He was not a member of ABG.
What was he? Was he a member of a gang?
He was.
What gang was that?
He was a member of Bird Gang.
All right, I want to go to 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go to 12 minutes and 16 seconds.
Let it suck. Yeah, man. We gon' put it with the black Nash, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with Nash, fuck with. That was like they put the real shit. Yeah, well, like, I really do.
We'll pause. In the early part of that video, there was Trontavious Stephens, Mr. Williams. Did you know who that other individual was?
I do.
Who was that?
That's Kenneth in Norwood.
Okay. And to your knowledge, you said Kenneth Norwood?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he associated with either Rock Crew, YSL, or ABG?
No, with Rock Crew.
With Rock Crew?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we'll go to the conclusion at 14:45. Now, is this usually just the end of the video? BIP, does that have any significance?
It does.
What is that?
Blood gang members will often memorialize deceased gang members by saying BIP instead of RIP, which means blood in peace.
And did you see both BIPs and RIPs on the bottom half of that, those credits?
I did.
All right. And was there, at the top of that, did something say Free Pistol Pete?
It did.
And who's Pistol Pete again?
That's Peter Rollick.
Now I'm going to show you 53WA. Did you see Mr. Williams putting up any gang identifiers or gang signs within that first few seconds of the video?
I did.
And what was he doing?
He was throwing the Bs again, the 2 guns, and he also threw a 5-point star.
Now, I want to fast forward to 1 minute and 30 seconds.
King Slide, you don't know that nigga. Can't trust that nigga.
In that particular portion at 1:30, do you see Mr. Williams throwing up any gang signs?
I did.
And what did he throw up?
He threw up the 2 guns again.
All right. And now we're gonna go to 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
I'm a dog selling bricks. In the hood selling 30 cents. I'm a dog selling, That'll be hard, bro. It gotta be hard, bro. These niggas on their blood, but they can't, cause they got it out of their blood. Hey, yo, come up,
Within that portion of it, do you see Mr. Williams putting up any gang signs?
I did.
And what did he put up?
It looked like he threw the CK again at first, then the B, and then the 2 guns again.
Okay, thank you. Now, in looking at this video, in your expert opinion, did you see a number of individuals who associated themselves with the Bloods in this video?
I did.
Okay. And was Mr. Williams as well as Mr. Stephens part of this group of individuals associating themselves with the Bloods in this video? In this video,
They were, yes.
now, in your knowledge, training, and experience, could someone who was false claiming to be a Blood be able to be in the presence of all these other Bloods and still be able to throw up symbols and throw up hand signs?
No, they would not.
Why is that?
Gang membership, like membership in many organizations, is an important thing. It's very valuable to the members themselves, and so they certainly enforce who's allowed to claim membership or association with that gang, ensuring that they've actually met the criteria and have gained admittance through the members. In gang world, someone false claiming would be subject to likely immediate and physical harm or violence for false claiming the gang.